Hello, hello, what's up, everybody? It's Mervel. I'm back again with a new video. It's 2023. This is my very first live stream, and I'm very, very excited to bring this to your screen. If you're finding me for the very first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so when I drop a video like this, you get notified, all right? So without further ado, let's jump straight to today's live stream. But before we begin, let me give it a couple more minutes to see how many people are going to join the chat, and we can talk about this. Because, as always, we like to get together to talk about more important stuff, to bring that motivation and inspire those that are willing to do business in Congo. So if you're one of them, so make sure you stick around. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I will really appreciate it. Because the YouTube algorithm, it loves to see people hitting the thumbs ups so you can send it out to more people out there to grow the audience. So I just don't want to be jumping around like 1,000 subscribers. So we want more people, obviously, on the live on this platform. All right, if you want to support me, all you need to do is hit the like button and make sure you share my videos. That's all you need to do. It doesn't cost you any money. It proves that you're showing some love. And love wins all the time. This is the love that we're looking for this channel. And I appreciate everybody that's already a part of this channel. So thanks again. I'm okay with going live with only one person in the chat because I consider this a virtual conversation. You know what? I feel like the steering wheel is on the way. So I'm gonna move my phone. I'm gonna hold it up. Just bear with me here. Give me a minute. All right. So we got it done. Because sometimes this can be a pain in the butt trying to work around these things, So I go live while I'm driving. So literally, here I am. Okay, guys, so thanks again for being here. All right, today I wanted to talk about investing in Congo, Kinshasa. So what are your plans for 2023? So you guys let me know in the comment section what you've been planning so far in terms of doing investment in the Congo. Because no matter how many times I've been saying this stuff, I know there are still people out there that are asking themselves questions whether it is a good idea to invest back in the Congo or just stay over here in the West. And if you argue that you only want to stay here and live your life peacefully, I can understand, because not everybody is prepared to go through the schedule, the struggles or the headaches that doing business in Africa can bring you. All right, I can understand that, but also at the same times, if you're not trying, or if you don't try, you can't really say that something didn't work out because you never gave it a try. But all I can tell you right now is that if you put your heart where your money is going to go, I'm pretty sure you will utilize it more carefully, and thus preparing you or putting you in a much better position of advantage to take on this journey and, eventually be more successful. Let me grab that comment, because I wasn't allowed to read the comment due to the fact that I'm driving at the same time when I'm talking to y'all. All right, what does the comment say? I need a better software. Little Merve, thank you ahead of time for the information. Oh, I really appreciate it. I haven't even talked much, but thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really appreciate it. Listen, I know, like, I'm gonna keep beating the dead horse here. I've always said this multiple times on my channel, and I'm gonna continue to say this. Listen, it is a really bold idea to actually take your money nowhere else but in the Congo, with everything that the Congo has going on. So if you really still bold and go in doing investments in Congo, well, first of all, God bless you, and second of all, you're one of a kind. It takes it's kind of like a more special individual to do business in that particular country, given the amount of corruption and so many things that's happening over there. But I know that the Congo is not the only country where corruption is rampant. Corruption is everywhere around this world. There is corruption here in America. There is corruption in Europe. Speak of Europe. So if you guys follow the news, you are probably familiar with the scandal that's happening in the European Parliament of, Qatar or United Arab Emirates corruption, basically paying off politicians to push their agenda in the European Parliament. And this has been happening for quite some time. You have certain European officials that are locked up as we speak, or some of them are like standing trials. But these things are not like a joke. It's really serious. So we have to keep in mind that corruption is everywhere. However, if you establish your own business and you create regulations and laws, well, you can't create laws because laws are basically enacted by the House of Representatives or whatever. But you can create a work environment that benefits you the most, rather than being a part of like the corporate, businesses that are already under certain businessmen's hands or certain outside forces that have more influence in the country. So I'll give you my personal example, right? Someone like me, all right? So I own a farm. I'm running my farm by myself without anybody's help. So whatever, like anything that you've seen so far on my channel, like on my farm, is basically the money that comes from my salary. Every time I get paid, I take a certain percentage of that money, I send it back home and build my barn. And I'm going to continue to expand it and build more businesses. So you guys stay tuned because I got a lot more videos for you in 2023. I'm really sorry I haven't been able to upload videos to keep you guys updated on what's going on my farm, right? Just because, first of all, when I went live on December 31st, I think I told you guys the reason why everything has been put on hold. But as we speak, I literally just sent money yesterday. Yesterday was Monday. I actually sent the money yesterday to take care of the finishes. So like the very last portion of the barn, it was the pavement. They have to do the pavement. I mean, I've already sent them the money. So they got the money and they've already spoken to the welder. I even have a video that they sent me. The welder is literally working on the gates because they have to get the measurements and build the gates, the one that I asked them to build it. So, and that's going to be available on Thursday. That's why we have to wait until Thursday this week for them to start to continue the building, right? So the only thing missing is the gates and the pavement. Once they get that done, the pigs should be able to move in. So give it, I'd say maybe 2 weeks more, then everything. I know I keep saying 2 weeks for the past couple of weeks, but this time around it's pretty legit. And I wish I had someone to film it like now, but my cameraman has been very busy lately, and I came to a conclusion that I will send him out there when the construction is complete. So I'll be sharing the footage with you guys, and I will probably release a video on how much it costs me to build a pig barn. If ever you guys are interested in building such projects, so you have an idea what to expect, all right? Motivation or the willingness to investing in the Congo. Investing. Listen, man. Listen. The willingness is it depends. It depends from one person or the other. There are so many Congolese, I can guarantee you, that are in the diaspora, right? Who wants to move to the Congo to start their investment journey, but a lot of them don't have anybody that they trust to do business with. A lot of them they do not even know where to start. So I feel like I should start, I should create a platform, or I should create a system of assisting diasporans who have the funds but they do not know anybody. I might probably play a role as a liaison to help those that are more in need, because I know like the biggest issues with a lot of people nowadays is trustworthy people. There aren't that many people out there in the Congo that you can trust to do business with. Not even in the Congo, like particularly in this world, because there are so many crooked people out there nowadays. Money has become very difficult to make. Like life keeps getting harder and harder for the past couple of years. So a lot of people now, they have to be more careful when how they spend their money, because you do not want to spend your money and then regret it after. Like think about it this way: you got $20,000, depending on what you do for a living. It's a lot of freaking money in today's world, man. So you really want to make sure you use it wisely and you use it more economically so you can get something out of it. All right. So, and another thing we have to keep in mind is you know, especially now we're speaking about investing in the Congo and everything. Everything takes time. It will take you a long time before you start making those profits. That's why my primary advice to most people that are just getting started, you know, when they, in doing business and everything, is patience. Patience is the greatest virtue you can possibly have when you're just getting started. Because one thing that I notice is that most people, they have higher expectations, but they don't understand that hard work pay off later. Hard work always pay off. But in order for you to start collecting the fruits from the hard work, you have to be willing to give it more time. It doesn't just work the way, it just doesn't work like some people think. A couple thousand into the market and expects to get like profit, to start making profits right away. Some people, you have to start building your business. It is very different to invest in a business that's already been built, and all you have to do is give your share and expect a certain percentage every monthly. But in this situation, we're talking about a country that needs more investors, that needs diasporans to coming back home, starting businesses, whether it is a small business or a big business, it doesn't matter. As long as you show the heart and you open up to go and do something meaningful for your country, and also, of course, to help the local populations out there. Because what are the most challenging things that the Congolese youth is facing, especially those that are in the Congo right now, is higher unemployment rates. We could start eliminating some of these problems by creating more businesses, but we cannot always depend on the people that are in place to create those jobs for us. Diasporans, we have to be the ones bridging the gaps by creating more jobs and providing opportunities to the local people, and actually offering them much better salary or incentives that what they get from expatriates, I'd say like Chinese or Lebanese, because most of the times what happens is that these people are taking advantage of our locals, because they know people, they're so, the unemployment rate is so high that people are so very desperate for jobs. They will accept whatever salary that is offered to them because nobody else is willing to pay them that money, right? So what choice do they have? But think of it this way: if you start a business, right, and you offer them more money, depending on how many people you are able to hire, don't you think that person will resign and come work for you? Because we have to start treating our people right, so they don't end up in the hands of these predators. That's why sometimes puts people in the obligation to raise their salary because number one, you offering them a better deal, and number two, if more of us can go back and establish businesses depending on whatever sectors that you are more interested in or you have more expertise in, and you provide, like you offer the locals like great salaries, something that's really going to keep them coming back to work every single day. Don't you think that most of them wouldn't really want to work for these Lebanese or Pakistanis or Indians or even Chinese? Because they look at it this way: all right, it doesn't matter, oh, you know what happened, but as long as I'm getting paid more and I can afford to, you know, live at the house or at the place where I live at, they're going to stick around with you. And guess who's going to be the winner? It's us, because not only we putting our people in a much better position, on the top of it, we are also bringing job that's just boosting our economy. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that we play a major role in what we've always been doing while in the diaspora. Think about the money you send back to your family. Think about the money you send back home to your friends. Think about the money you send back home to whoever is related to you, whether it is just to help them or do something. Number one, we use international like money transfer agencies like Western Union or MoneyGrams, or I mean, there's like a more like, you know, money transferring agencies now than just Western Union, because that monopoly is starting to go away right now. Because I just discovered not too long ago about this international money transfer agency that's African based. So you pay much lower like fees to send money, and it's very reliable. You don't even have to go to a Western Union agency to pick up the money. You can go to one of our local shops and you'll still be able to pick up the money. But there is a certain fee that gets taken out every time you send the money, and that contributes big time to the economy. So the role we already play by being in the diaspora, whenever we send money back home to our loved ones, right? It is very paramount. Without even doing any business, we already have been doing a lot more to contribute to our economy. So I do not want you guys to take it for granted. Some of you may not see how, you know, you have been contributing to the Congolese economy by being in the West, but trust me, you guys, or we guys, we do a lot more than we think we do. So we have to keep it going. Let's keep it up. But it's going to be a lot better, one, if we start establishing businesses that's going to hire more locals, and number two, those businesses are going to boost our economy, and number three, we won't find ourselves in the obligation to stay in the West for extended period of time. Because I know a lot of Congolese, at least the people that are in my community that I speak to, not that many people really want to stay here in America like long term. A lot of people want to move back home because life here not only keeps getting more expensive like daily, and it just keeps getting more frustrating and stressful. Listen, like, I'll tell you for a fact that at least 90% of Congolese that I know would rather move back to the Congo than staying here in America, for reasons that I just listed above, for reasons that I like literally just discussed about a couple of minutes ago. So if we all guys keep that in mind, that is going to change the way we see things. That's going to change the way things are done or conducted within the Congolese community. Because we have to keep in mind that not only we represent the power, the economic power within the Congolese or the African community, that we are able to do way more, but sometimes we just underestimate ourselves. Sometimes we just don't know how to come together and doing things that's very, very significant. And that's probably going to remove us from like the workforce and be more independent. Because No matter everything I've ever done here in America, from the time I've realized how modern slavery works, it's always been about working towards like much higher opportunity, like greater or higher paying job that will make it possible, or that will accelerate at least the projects that I have, so I can get it done at the shorter period of time and feel ready much earlier, so I can move back and focus on what I've built so far. When I say that, I mean it. I know I'm not ready to take that action yet, but I know a certain uh, point that I set forth for myself. When I reach that level, sometimes later on in life, I know that I'm ready. Now I can move back to my country and do the things that I've always wanted to do. And you guys already know, because you've been around this channel for a minute, to know what it is exactly that I've been doing back in the Congo, right? You guys know I own 15 acres worth of farm, worth of land, and I'm about to complete the pig barn projects that I launched last year. And as we speak now, I already got in contact with people that drill boreholes. So now I already know the estimates. That the only thing is I need to pay one of the engineers to go out there, conduct studies, so they know what's the profounders, like how far deep down the water is, because they charge you based off of how far down they go. So if they go 100, centimeter, they charge you $2,000. If it's double that, it's double the price. So I'm praying so much that it's not so far, so I don't have to spend a lot of money. So like the cost of building a borehole basically depend upon how deep down the water can be found, right? So it's more like it's charged by the mileage. Let's just put it that way. So those are the projects for 2023 the 2023 that I have. Also, please let me know in the comment section what the projects that you guys are working on so far. And I'll be very, very glad to address some of those, and I'll be very, very excited to see what you guys think, or what you guys have are doing for yourselves, or whatever business that you guys end up doing. I am very, very supportive of that. But just give me a couple of minutes here to grab this, because I see like some messages be coming through the stream. So let me go ahead and grab this. Oh, that's Nancy. Hello, Merveille. Thank you ahead of time for the information. Thank you so much, Nancy, for being here. I really appreciate it. This is love. It takes more than just motivation or willingness to give, to go investing in Congo. I'm investing largely in Congo, but my brand new tractor, and it is implements, water drilling equipment, etc. Oh my God, I wish I had water drilling equipment for the borehole, because now that I'm about to bring pigs onto the farm, I know I need that water. That's why my second project, like right after I'm done building the pig barn, it was going to be to build the chicken structures. But I might probably hold off on the chicken side to get the borehole going. I need to drill the borehole first and get it done, because I know having the animals there, I'm going to need water permanently. So I might probably end up prioritizing the water first and then build the chicken structure. Maybe I'd say starting maybe April-ish, somewhere around that time. Then we'll see what happens. Bro, I know everything you were talking about. Otherwise, I wouldn't be going there to invest as I'm doing already. Oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. This is the type of spirit and positivity that I've always looked for on my channel. And I'm so blessed to have the same exact people that are joining the live chat and sharing the same opinion as me. And this really makes me proud, and it really revitalized my hope in the youth, the Congolese youth, taking over our future economy by means of investment. So this really makes me feel better. So thank you, brother Moto Ngasa. Thanks again. But we should also recognize the uncertainty going on there that prevents the economic expansion. The foreigners are treated even better than the locals. It takes a double effort for us to succeed. I couldn't say that better myself. Listen, man, this has been an ongoing issue for the past couple of decades. This is unfair. And we have some, I'd say, serious Congolese House of Representative members that are advocates, excuse me, of this topic. But unfortunately, in Black Africa, we tend to give more value to other ethnicities that are outside of Black ethnicities, more privilege in even in our own land. So people will rather go to a grocery store that is owned by an Indian just because they're from India, rather than going to a local grocery stores owned by their own fellow Congolese. That is a sad reality that we live in. And this is not the only, this issue is not, does not only exist in Congo. Unfortunately, it exists in numerous other Black African countries. I'm sorry, but this is the reality that we all should stop, and we should start working on it. Because I noticed that too. There are a lot of Congolese that are in business, but we barely hear about them. But these expatriates, somehow they have easy access to like higher political officials. Like they are the friends, like they make phone calls to make other people's life living hell. I don't understand what's going on, but like this has to stop. That's why I'm never going to stop. I will continue to talk about this subjects as much as I can to, awake their awareness, to actually wake people up to see what is going on. Because I feel like the best way to tackle this matter is by going back home in mass and starting businesses. Because if you see like a lot of Congolese building businesses in multiple or numerous areas in the country or numerous provinces in the Congo, it's going to send a message. People are going to see that something is happening. And when the moment they start asking themselves questions and they start reaching out to these Congolese youth, it will be our advantage. We will win most of the markets out there. And the competition will benefit us more, because if we just join hands and come together, we'll be able to do amazing things that some of these expatriates combined won't be able to do. Because number one, we know the language better than they do. And number two, we know the country better than they do. And number three, we have the numbers. They may have people in power that's in favor of them, but we can also rely on certain local, I'd say, House members who are talking about these issues, who sympathize more with Congolese, who are just trying to come home and do businesses and do good by themselves. And I'm pretty sure they're going to back us up. So I have my own personal list that I can't really share that with you, because I do not want to create some type of controversy here, because I respect my audience. I respect everybody's political stance on certain things that's happening in the Congo. The people that I favor, the people that I believe in or that I trust in our politic games may not be the same people that you guys look up to. But to save ourselves trouble or to maintain my audience the way it is, I will rather keep that for myself. But in the event in the future that I reach out to one of them about a particular matter and it works out, that of course I'm going to share that with you. But before I have those proofs for myself, I can't just give you recommendations on the people that I think you might be collaborating with, or maybe potentially look into creating alliances with. I might probably be wrong, so I just don't want to jump into that yet. But I'm pretty sure we have some people who are, probably working in favor of young Congolese like us, who are ambitious, who are willing to sacrifice every penny that they're working so hard for, So So, all right, guys, I went live, talk to y'all guys because I was coming over to a friend's house and I'm already here. So I'm gonna talk to you in a little bit. So thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate you all. So I hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. I'm here with my buddy. I came to visit him. My man here, he was sick. He just got a surgery, so I came to pay him a visit, and I'm over here. So I gotta let you guys with this. So think about everything I said. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and share this video with your friends. Until the next one, I'll see you guys later. Peace.